I'm going to show you how to find and open all 9 safes in the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign. The first one is on the mission, The Rook Arrival. So this is where it'll start you in the mission. So you just look over here to the right of that room with the boards and stuff, and there's a door right here. You go in here, go down the stairs. This will take you into the boiler room right here, and where you will have to do a puzzle with the boiler room. I've already solved this puzzle, but to solve it, you had to go over to this left one, and you had to turn it until it was at the 50 mark. There's only, it goes to 0, 50, or 100. You want it on 50. Go to this middle one, and you turn it until it goes to 0. Then after those are set like that, you go over to this and turn this switch right here. And then you go back to this middle one, which is the boiler, and you turn it from 0, and you turn it back up to 100. And then after that, a light on the side of this thing should turn green, and then you're good to go from the boiler room. Then you're going to head out of here, and you're going to go back across this room right here. So from that room, you're going to go over here to the left. There'll be a piano right here, and there'll be a black light that you pick up right here. Then you'll have at the bottom right what button to press, depending on whether you're on console or keyboard or whatever. On keyboard is 4, turn it on. And you look around, and there are these things on the walls that have these like codes, basically, or not, I don't know. It's not really musical letters, but you know, we got first we've got 1, Amen. I don't know if it's the same on everyone's game or not. It's just mine. Then we got 2 PE. And then this thing 3, and then C, and then backwards in looking thing. And then we got a 4 right there. I think it looks like AO, but I think it's like Russian or something. And then another 5 PE. And then you just go over to the piano, and you're going to press all the keys that you need for that in the correct order. And then that will, if you've done the boiler room first, and you put that in correctly, it'll open up this door. And then you'll go down into here, and open up this door. You're going to go over to here. And then there's going to be this door right here on your right. It's going to have a keypad puzzle where you turn on the black light to look at the keys for like obvious, like deep fingerprints, basically. And then you just, I have a whole video on that one. If you look in the description of this video, it's a pretty simple thing. Just guess all of one letter, all of one number, and then see which one that one is. Then guess all of another number, and then, you know, slowly figure out where each one is. If you get it wrong a few times, it resets it, but it's pretty simple. Get through this, go over here, and this is hack the computer puzzle. Again, I have a video for that in the description of this video. But this one's really simple. I mean, it just has numbers at the top, and at the bottom's like the key for it. What number is what letter, and you put in the words that it gives you. They're randomized, but you put them in, and then you got that done. Then you're going to go over here, and you're going to hang a right and head over to this. So you came in right there, went straight from there over to here. And inside of here, there's a lockpick thing. And this one's really simple. Like, you just turn it left or right really slowly, and when you get it in the right spot, you just hold it there for a second, and then it'll pop the lock up. Then you're going to go over here, and you're going to pick something up off the table. I hardly remember what it was. It was a key, I think. Going to go out here then, and now you're finally going to go to the third direction. So we came in from right here. We're going to head over this way. And then you can unlock this door and get inside. And then there's going to be this radio puzzle where you tune it by pressing up and down or left and right. So you want the same height, and then just go left and right until you get the length of it correct. And it'll just snap onto it, and it'll be done. And then this voice will start to tell you the hints for this puzzle. This is the weirdest of all the safes, by the way. The other safes are much simpler than this. And so this guy, for example, it's going to be different in every game, but it says, mother returned cereal, raised it from the shop and to the chalkboard, some on the market, and the broom. And if you look around the black light, there's numbers next to everything, and you have to find your appropriate object. So mine, it was like the cereal, and then it was the blackboard, and then it was, I think, like the broom or something. So you get all your numbers, and, you know, once you have your 4 numbers in order based on that, like, puzzle, you know, code that it gives you in the, what I just explained. I don't know how to explain it better than that. It's just, you look for the objects in the order he told them to you. Then you're going to head back out, and you're going to head over to this part of the building, and you're going to head up these stairs, and around here, and over here, and there's this bedroom back here with a safe, and you put in the numbers from that code you just got, and you're done with that. That's the first safe. That's the hardest one. The next ones are going to be much easier than that. The next mission you'll do is Blood Feud. About halfway through, there's like a intermission part of it where there's like a van scene and stuff, and then afterwards you'll come out right here. So the easiest way to do this is to wrap around to the left of the Hotel Lune. Okay, we're going to head over this way. And if you go around here, be careful not to aggro the guards. There's this van over here, and we're going to climb up onto this van. And once you get on here, there's a ledge right here that you can get onto. And then you can take this vent off. And then you can go through here and just crouch walk through here. There'll be a vent. The vent goes left and right. You're going to go to the right. And then you're going to go over here. And you're going to remove this first vent that you come to. There's these guys. If you have a silenced pistol, that's the way to do it. And you just take out both those guys. Drop down in here. Now, for all the safes from here on out, the way to do it is there's going to be the signal thing. It'll be strong when you're near the tune radio. So in this room, the tune radio, the radio to tune is right here. You're going to go to it, and you're going to make it the correct height, and then move it left or right until it matches, and it'll snap to it like that. And it'll give you the numbers, and it'll be random for each playthrough. So mine is 2246. Yours will be different. So we go over to the safe that's over here in the corner, and it was 224 and then 6. Once you put it in, you don't press any buttons. It'll automatically do it. And you'll be able to get your $1,000 reward. And let's move on to the next mission. For the most wanted mission, at the very beginning, you'll end up in here. You'll know. If you go around to the right over here, look out for the guards. Their patterns will be different depending on the timing when you come here. You gotta be careful about this guard right here, but as long as he doesn't see you, you can sneak through the curtains back here. And then head around over to the far curtain here. This will take you right over into this little area where there's the radio on the right. So same thing, just get the height correct, and then it'll snap on when you get it right. And then it'll tell your code. Mine's 8611. So 8611. Yours will be different. It's different for everybody every time. And there's the money. The next mission is hunting season. So you go over to this objective on the map's first open world like mission. So you just take a vehicle, drive all the way down over to this corner, and you'll get to this mission objective for the village. Just get here and kill everybody. Once you've killed everybody, or even before you kill everybody, there's this big, like, 3-4 story building in the middle of the town. So the second floor, depending which way you come in, it might feel like the first floor, though, right here. You're going to go into here, and there's this area right here. And on the right, there's going to be this radio to tune. So same thing as before. You get the height. Crunch, it'll snap. Then it'll give us our code. Mine was 2338, so 2338. Again, yours will be different on your playthrough. And there's our money. The next mission is the Cradle. At the very beginning, you get into a fight right after riding the motorcycle. You'll come up to this. You'll see the statue. There's these buildings here, and this way to go under. You go to the left building over here. And inside of this building, you go up to the top floor. There's a radio right here. So same thing as before. Get the height. Scrunch it. There we go. And then you get your code. The safe's right there on the wall. So 2, 2, 4, and 6. And there we go. There is the safe for the Cradle. For the Emergence mission, when you get to this area, you'll have to go to the yellow area and then all these other areas. After the yellow area, the red one will be available. You'll just go down this path to the red one right where I'm at right here. There'll be this side path like this. And you'll go down here. And over in here, there is a safe right here. As for the radio, you're going to go over here. It's going to be back in this corner over here by all this stuff. You have to tune the radio. Afterwards, the radio voice will give you your code. Will be different on your game. But on mine, it was 5305. Opens up the safe, and I get my money. On the High Rollers mission, you'll go through the mission. You'll have to do a bunch of stuff, get a card, play poker, all the stuff, and you end up playing a Sev, and you end up down in this vault area, and you'll have to go to this vault thing and stuff, I think. What you do is just right over here by that vault. There's just this radio here, so go ahead and tune the radio. And then after you tune the radio on the other side of the elevator, mine was 7225, I think it just said. 7225. Yep, yours will be different, obviously. You just have to say do whatever it says, but there we go. There's safe, and there's the money. As for the ground control safe, so when you get to this part, this is pretty early on in the mission. You go through the airport, and once you go through there, you'll fight a bunch of enemies in here. You'll see that sign. Instead, you go over here. This thing says information. You're going to head over to this thing. Once you get near the desk, it'll say signal strong. You're going to go ahead and tune the radio. So let's tune that thing up. There we go. And then, of course, it'll say your code. In my case, it's 948. In case you're confused, the safe was, so if there's information desk, it's just right over here. So same thing as before. But mine was 9483. Yours will be different. Same thing. There's a safe. There's 1,000 money. That's it for the ground control mission. For the final mission, Under the Radar, you get a map on this one, and it's very early in the very beginning. You can find yourself right here. You got to go over to the radar dish over here. And if you are looking at the radar dish, go up here to the north side of it. So you come in from the north side. There's going to be a door right by this weird looking thing like this. And you're going to come in here, and you're going to head up to the top. And up here is a door and some people up here. So you're going to go over to this. You're going to tune the radio, obviously. Okay. And then after that, you need to get into here. But in order to do that, you need to pick the lock. And you're probably going to have to kill all these people. So you can just go up to this guy. Silent takedown. And then you can go over to here, and as long as their backs are turned away, you should be able to pick the lock. And you could just go for the safe. It's on the right. Or you can also just double silent take down these guys. Something like that. Shoot them, whichever way you think. And then you can go over to the safe and put in the code, which I wasn't even listening to. 0872. 0872. There we go. And there's your final safe. So hopefully helped you out, guys. If you're trying to open all the safes to either get the achievement or just because it was bothering you wanted to get them all, now you know how to find all the safes and open all the safes in the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign.